YouTube, YouTube, YouTube. Please, please push this live into the algorithm. Push it out. Push it out. Bless this live. Bless everybody that's going to come and engage in this live, whether it's good or bad. Bless them nonetheless. Afternoon talk, man, on the playlist Daily Lives. Daily Lives. Stay tuned tonight for Unfiltered Talk, man. 8 p.m. Eastern, I believe. Gotta look, but I think it's 8 p.m. Eastern. Also going live on TikTok right now. I gotta do like 3 more days, 2 more days. And that's two. All right. We'll have some people come in here. Wait till people come in here. Yo. Yes, people could definitely hear me. All right. All right, cool. Now let's see what this fool had to say. They really don't want to see you though. Welcome. My mic volume's low. Hold on. Hold on. Hold on. Hold up. Hold on. Almost. Now you guys can hear me. How is it now? Hold on. How about now? We good now? Yo. It works. Better? A lot better or a little bit better? Low volume? Thank you, Steve. Hold on. Let me fix this. Dang, man. Yo, yo, yo. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. How about now? Yo. Definitely good now? We good now? Yo, yo. Let me know, people. Is the volume good now? All right. Everything's good now, right? What's the word? Yeah, man. I was just listening to the state of emergency, but it's typical old Donald over there stroking his own ego, and then everybody being all fake. Everybody in that room despises that man. Everybody in that room knows that man's on the files doing unthinkable things to underage kids. But here we have this Team USA men's hockey team clapping. It's crazy work. Welcome to America, man. Welcome to America. Yeah, man. Push the stream out, people. Push the stream out. We'll be here for like 30 minutes to an hour. Not that long. The main course is tonight at 8 p.m. Eastern. Um, episode 4 of Unfiltered Talk. I am using an old tablet for me, very low volume. Oh, man. You got to put headphones on. I'm going to have this fixed up, though. Um, should have never messed with the settings, but it'll do. We'll make do. Anybody else can hear me? Blessings to you and yours, Steve. If you can, try to find some headphones. And I apologize, but later on I will fix it up. I just don't have time to fix it up right now because we're alive. Um, but yeah, let's see what else is going on in the world. Let's see what's going on right here.
A name enters a presence. The soul deepens, the air spins.
Hey, at least he's keeping the same energy. Oh, the Democrat, then nobody's standing. All this fake. He's saying drug lords and unalivers all over the country. But what ICE is doing is just taking hard-working people. I don't see them in the trenches, in the hoods, where these drug lords and unalivers are at, taking them. Make it make sense, Orange Man. Make it make sense. Mr. Can't hold his bowels. Make it make sense, please, because it doesn't add up. But let's let him keep chatting real quick. Watch these Dems get back in office. Oh my God. How much he paid dumb people to do that? Oh, that's the whole right doing that. Oh man, I can't believe I was ever a supporter of this dude, man. What was I thinking? What was I thinking being a supporter of this crumb, bro? Like, it's crazy, man. I was delusional thinking like he was really for America. He was really for the people, but he's just for himself and for the elites and for the Zionist pigs. That's what he's for. You know what I mean? And these people are standing and clapping for him like he's not on the Epstein file. Like his name is not said more than anybody else's name in them files. Like, this is the country we live in today. Like, it's crazy, man. I don't understand what's going on. Like, wow. It's hard to watch and listen to this. It's like those people that are clapping, it's like they don't have young children of their own or kids of their own. You would think they're not parents. You would think they're like, hey, he didn't mess with my kid. That's how it looks. You know what I mean? Crazy. I want to know what all of them are gonna do when the left takes over the house. What are they gonna do? You know what I'm saying? Like, I need to know these things. That's crazy. He's just wow, wow. Wu Tang Clan's Oliver Powell Grant.
Most people just found out the name Oliver Power Grant, and that tells you everything about how hip hop works. Because sometimes the most important person in the room is the one who doesn't touch the microphone.
Yeah.
Reports say Power passed on February 23rd at 52, and the cause wasn't
Peace be
disclosed.
upon him.
But what made fans stop scrolling was who confirmed it. Method Man, not a press release, not a corporate statement, just a simple post that felt like family. And here's where it gets crazy. Power wasn't a rapper who tried business. He was the business brain that helped the rap movement move like a machine.
Yeah, man.
If you ever wore
And he
Wu-Tang
was in
on
Belly
a
too.
blue line, or even watch Belly, and pay close to Power's influence, then you realize because the real question isn't just who was he. The question is, how did someone so please stay so invisible? The Wu-Tang universe.
directors like, yo, he got to do better with. Come on, IDN TV. You got all
Most
them
people don't.
subscribers. You get in 16 hours, you got 14,000 views. Like, come on, bro. Stop being lazy with the content. He didn't mute the thing he was reacting to. He left the volume up and he's trying to talk
Most
over it.
people just found.
That's laziness. Like, stop that. I don't understand these big platforms on YouTube. They get to a certain point. It's just they forget about presentation. They forget about doing their due diligence and editing it the right way. So this won't happen. Like, look, I'm not even watching it no more. Like because of that. Like, what are we doing? That's crazy work. Maybe he feel like he's bigger than the program now.
He didn't just act like a gangster.
Well, let's see what this Munchie and Spody.
For sure. So for sure. So kind of related to that, much.
Look at this clown. This clown constantly having rivals, enemies on his platform. Like this shit jumper just turned into a whole shit show. Let me just.
To be had a clip on his podcast where he made it clear that he thinks the 22 stir is a buster
Or custard.
or custard. Really?
For what? That ain't a clip. That's somebody put it on Instagram though. They put a clip up or whatever. They thought it was important to highlight it.
You forgot you're a chomo too. You're a chomo, but hey.
But I guess they probably agree. What did that mean?
So I played Crip Mac, the clip of the guy on the podcast basically telling me that I should stop having the C words on the podcast. I played that for him, and he told me that because I had a lackluster reaction, because I did not do enough to defend the Crips, that I needed to basically apologize to the Crips. And at first, I suggested I could get on my knees, and then he told me I should just stand up, which that's to apologize to the Crips. Which is weird because when we talked about the clip, nobody had ever suggested that I needed to apologize for my reaction.
For allowing this guy to disrespect the
I was supposed to get fired on you? I mean, I kind of just go along with the flow with Crip Mag. If he wants me to apologize, I'm gonna apologize. I didn't think about it too much.
No. He was like, man. He said, see, you shouldn't be smiling like that. But I think I don't know. You had a nervous kind of like look on your face or something like a smile. You know, you smile. He said, you smiling. What you smiling for?
I smiled a little bit.
Yeah,
I'm a little nervous.
yeah. I think it might be like a nerve. Yeah.
You know,
Yeah, I'm like,
he
wow.
said it like, whoa. I was like, whoa. Like, I really didn't know what to say. You know, like that's. Okay. Yeah. I think my quote was like, he said it. He said it. Like,
He's like, no, Michael. He said it.
it was just. It was just. I just making things perfectly clear. Like, look, he said it. If he feels that way, that's fine. That really don't got nothing to do with me. But
That's why I said he was a buster slash custer.
I
Like,
felt weird because I was in a room of many Crips. And it was kind of weird to hear him say something that I knew would basically potentially turn that room into a riot if everybody else knew what he had just said to me.
so when did they catch when he said it? After y'all left that particular spot?
Honestly, yeah, we were probably out of there 20 minutes after that, so I don't think anybody really like caught wind of it or like knew about it in the room because you know it wasn't even an Instagram post until much later. So it's not like anybody knew, but it is kind of weird when I got like P Nice and DW Funny and Blueface. They're all like within like 5 steps of me, and they don't know what he just said. So yeah, I did feel a little nervous and weird about the fact that.
Been crazy. You would have put him on blast.
Told everybody.
You hear what he just said?
No, like
Say that louder.
Blueface, guess what he said?
And that was nasty. That was
no,
cold.
no, I'm not even talking about screaming it out. I'm talking about just saying that. They know you saying no. You've been investing to him. I'm not just.
You know he was on the IRL. The world seen it.
See, that's what I wish I said.
So he didn't have to.
Hey,
Hold on, you wish you would have said what?
I wish I had said, are you going to say that it's all on you?
that's what I'm.
Nah.
That would have been a good response.
If you would have said that,
What?
Yeah, hey, bro, that's stupid as fuck. For him to say that, like, why would he say that? And put
Thank you,
himself in-
Tinker.
You know what I'm saying?
What's good, Tinker? Blessings to you and yours. Blessings to you and yours. Just going live a little bit right here. Nothing major. Nothing major. Tune in tonight on the episode 4 of Unfiltered Talk. Nothing scripted, nothing off limits. Man, world, what's good, blood? Blessings to you and yours, brother. How's everybody feeling this afternoon, man? How is everybody feeling this afternoon? Wolves Den, what's good, my brother, man? Blessings to you and yours. Can you hear me, guys? You guys can hear me good out there? Please hit the like, share this if you can. Just over here. Thought I'd go live, do my one of my daily lives. I haven't done daily lives in a while. You know what I mean? Blessings to everybody. Let's continue on with this. But we could talk about anything, people. We got another 30 minutes of your time, if I can, please. Thank you.
He a white boy. He did the white boy thing to do.
No, could have been a slight
Right?
little white boy.
I mean, yeah, it wasn't. I don't see no problem with the way he answered this shit. Like, he ain't no gang member, so shit. Nobody's holding to gang standards. But like, I think that would have been a good a good comeback if he just, would have shot back too. Like, hey, shit, you gotta tell the cribs that.
I do too. Because when he, like, I don't know what he would have said if I had said, like,
That platform shit. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, man. This country is the topic is we just talk about anything. Right now, I'm just surfing through what's been going on. A lot has been going on. You know, we got this fool in office stroking his own ego in his State of the Union. Um, everybody, people on his side standing up, clapping for him.
Contentious speech.
It's like you would think they don't have kids, you know. You would think that they don't know that their president's name is mentioned more times than anybody's name in them files. You know what I'm saying? Their president is a-okay with genocide and ethnic cleansing in the people of Palestine. You know, you would think. He's constantly giving billions and billions of dollars to his friends and um, the Zionists and Ukraine, but yet the cost of living out here is, you know, food is still high, gas is still high, everything is high. But then he's talking about how he's making this country so great. Yeah, for the elites. How you feel about relationships? Go a little bit more in depth with that. Like, what type of relationships? Like friendships, um, monogamous relationship, or marriage? Or what are we talking about? When you say relationships, there's a lot that goes on there. What do you mean? Let me know. We could definitely talk about that. I give my POV on relationships. If we're talking about friendships, let's talk about it. Friendships, I feel like, a lot of people ain't really your friend. A lot of people they're only there if they benefit. You know what I'm saying? And I've had to learn that the hard way, especially in this lane that I'm in and what I'm chasing. Um, you got to take people at face value in this business. And it took me a long time to understand that and learn how to adapt to that because I hate to say it, sounds cliche, but I'm so authentic and real. Like, if I rock with you, I rock with you, not for what you have or what you could do for me. You know what I mean? This is how I am in a nutshell. The same respect I'm going to show the CEO, I'm going to show the same respect to the janitor, to the person picking up the trash, to the homeless man asking for change in the street. You know what I'm saying? That's the type of person I am. And in this business, you know, there's a lot of people that, you know, that are just for self and associates and friendships for 2 different days. Yeah, it's like, you know, and listen, you know what's crazy? people expose themselves without even knowing. Like, say for instance, I go through this a lot. When you're not dealing with people or not on the same team as them, their support stops. But they still want to follow you. They still want to sit there and watch everything you do, watch your stories like it's their favorite show. You know what I mean? But you could tell. Come on, man. You don't have to be in the same room to feel energy. And I know people can agree with this. You don't have to be in the same room to feel energy. You know what I'm saying? Um, I wish I could add you on the live. I can't add because I didn't put that option on. No. What up? What? Who that? Who that? No around? No. No sound? You mean? Uh, you maybe it's on your end, brother. Everybody could hear me, man. It's you. Everybody else can hear me. You guys can hear me, right? He's saying there's no sound. But yeah, man. Like to go back to what I was saying is, he you asked me, okay? You asked me, what are my thoughts on relationships, associates, and friendships? Okay. Like I said, in this business, in this lane, and when you're chasing success, you have to take people at face value. People are only your friend if it benefits them. People are only your friend if they're involved in what you got going on. You know what I'm saying? Because there's a lot of people out there. Oh, gosh, I'm low. There's a lot of people out there. How about now? There's a lot of people out there that they have hidden agendas. They. You know what I mean? Let me fix this volume, man, because this is making me mad. How about now? Can people hear me now? Are we good now? Are we good now? Is the volume good now? Wow. Okay. Way better. Way better. How about now? I'm not low now. That's for sure. I could definitely hear myself now. Way better. Definitely. Hello, hello. Yes, getting better. How about now? Everything is better, right? Everything is better, right? Yep. Yep. Everything's better. Now, to answer, to continue answering your question, my thoughts on friendships, associates, right? Like I said, you have to take people at face value. From my experience of what I've learned, um, people expose themselves. Had to turn on my volume boosters, but you guys could hear me good now, right? Because I could definitely hear myself in my headphones now. I couldn't hear myself in the headphones earlier. Um, Let me see right now. Yo, 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 yo. I could hear myself. Alien cowboy farmer. Blessings to you, yours. Let's see what he got to say. Welcome to the chat, brother. Blessings to you and yours. All right, now let me answer this question finally. Mic check. Mic check. We good. We good. We good. Now to answer whose question? Juman World, Jaman World. Um, my thoughts on associates and friendships, right? especially in this lane that I'm in this entertainment space, right? You have to take people at face value. Um, you know, people people support goes as far as they could benefit. If they're not included no more, this is how you're gonna know if people are really for you. The like stop and the support stops once they're not involved in your journey. And those are not real friends. Those are weird, bitter people. And I try to really stay away from people like that. Like, please, because I know how I get. You know what I mean? I am all for peace and everything, but stuff like that, I have zero tolerance for because I am so authentic and real. I don't get down like that. I'm going to support people even if they're not rocking with my movement or if I'm not in their movement, I'm still going to support them. But if I see that they're not supporting me no more because they have nothing to do with what I got going on anymore, then my support stops because in the end, I'm not a dummy. I'm not a doormat. You know what I'm saying? I have a spine, I have a backbone, I have a brain, I have a heart, I have morals, integrity, principles, all that, honor, all that. So, my thing is for people coming into this space, just take people at face value and just expect it's going to sound crazy, but just expect people are going to disappoint you. So that way when they do, you don't take it as harsh. You already know it's coming. Not to say everybody in this business is, you know, gets down like that, but a good portion of people do. You know what I mean? The support stops when they have nothing involved, like, and they just want to watch you and be in their feelings. It's like, and a lot of these people are men doing this. It's like I don't really see women doing this. Like, it's the men doing this. They get in their feelings, and it's just crazy. Yeah, it sucks. You have to be on your guard, but at the same time, this is what comes with it. It's the entertainment business. Like a lot of people are wearing masks and not them authentic selves when the cameras start rolling. You know what I'm saying? So it's just you know pretty much what you're signing up for without even really knowing. If you think about it, like you should know it. Like it sounds crazy what I just said, but it's the entertainment industry, man. It's filled with a bunch of sharks, vampires, and people that are not being their authentic self. You know what I mean? And then you have that other half, like I just said, that they only support when they're involved. You know what I mean? Or if you're flying their banner. You know what I'm saying? When you're not involved, if they're not involved or not flying you're not flying their banner, their support stops. They just sit there and watch you. You know what I'm saying? And then they low key try to compete with you, but you can't compete with this over here when you're authentic and you don't got a gimmick. You can't compete. You can't compete with somebody like that. Just let people show who you they are. That's all you could do. Yeah, exactly. Like I said it, and that's funny you said that. I'm gonna pin that. That's funny you said that because it goes back to what I said. Eventually, people are gonna expose themselves. They're gonna expose their own hand. There's only for so long that you could sit here and pretend. Because a real friend, a real supporter is gonna support you no matter what. A real friend is still gonna be your friend. Whether if you're not rocking with them no more, like business wise, you know what I mean? If you was really their friend, you're gonna rock with them. You're really gonna support everything they have going on. And a lot of people end up exposing to me, they expose themselves, showing me that they really never was really for me because if I'm not dealing with them on a business thing anymore, their support stops. The likes, the shares stop. You know what I mean? All they do is just sit in the stories and watch. And then they'll like stuff from here and there and comment here just to show people, hey, I'm not hating. But I see right through that. You could fool other people, but I see right through that. You know what I mean? And I'm a person that I'm gonna call people out. You know what I mean? Like, that's just what I do. I'm gonna call you out, especially if it's being towards me. I'm gonna call you out. Like, stop it. Stop wasting your time. Don't embarrass yourself anymore. Just stand on it. You know what I mean? You was only supporting me when I was flying your banner or you were included in everything I have going on. Now you're not included, your support stops. Okay, it shows me. Yeah, I mean, it shows me who you truly are. And that's what you got to expect in this lane, man. That's why I say you got to take people at face value. And it took me a long time to understand that, if that makes sense. I know it's all over the place. We had to fix the mics and all that. But yeah, man, like I said, eventually people are going to expose their own hand. And then you got to be careful on people that you're supposed to be rocking with and they're sitting there talking down on somebody that they've been close to way longer than you. You know what I'm saying? That's another thing people do too. That should draw a red flag too. Like there's people that'll sit there and been friends with people since they were kids and they'll sit there and just bash them behind their back to me. And I'm thinking in my head, I'm like, man, I don't stand a chance with these people. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, it's just crazy work, man. This, you got to have tough skin with this. That's all I'm saying. You got to have tough skin. You got to know the difference between an associate and a friend because sometimes we think that person is our friend when he really was an associate. Not even an associate. Even an associate, they're not even associates because associates they're going to still support. You know what I'm saying? Like my thing is with them people that if you're not with them or if they're not included what you got going on, they're the type of people, oh, I'm the reason they got this, or those are them type of people. Oh, it's because of me, or you know what I mean? I know there's people out there that are salty right now that are going around telling, oh, I'm the reason why he had this interview or that, or da da da. Oh well, so what? I was doing this way before you. I even knew you was existed. Pop, what we talking about? Yeah, you helped me get a couple interviews. You were doing what the hell you were supposed to do if you were saying you're my friend and you believed in me. You don't get a pat on the back for that. That's like somebody saying, "Oh, I take care of my kids." What you want, a cookie? You know what I mean, you're you're doing what you're supposed to do. And if you're saying you're my friend and you believe in me, you don't deserve a pat on the back for getting me interviews. Just like I don't deserve a pat on the back for getting you business. If I believe in you and I'm calling you my friend and I'm saying I'm your friend. It's just weird. And I feel like a lot of, and I put the big disclaimer, like I'm not over here perfect. I have a lot of flaws. Believe me, you. Facts. And I do get emotional. I wear my heart on my sleeve. But there's levels to this emotional shit. You know what I mean? There's levels to this. There's a lot of dudes out there that need to man the hell up. They get emotional like women. Like, there's a couple dudes that I feel like they just need to. I feel like it's their woman being mad at me, bro. They give me that energy that like when my lady's mad at me, that's the type of energy I'm feeling with certain dudes out here, bro. That are they're in their feelings because shit done changed. People gotta do better out here, pop. You know what I mean? And they expose their hand. It's like it's so obvious. It's like, bro, these individuals ain't stupid. It's like, do you not see that you're showing me your true colors? You're showing me that you're salty. You're showing me that you was only supporting me if I was flying your banner or if you was included with things that I have going on. Now you're not included and I'm not flying your banner. The support stops. But you sit there and watch. That's the shit you got to deal with in this lane, bro. That's why I mean, this is where having tough skin comes into play. You know what I mean? And just expecting everybody's gonna let you down. You have to. You can't. So when it happens, you know, not all the times, but the majority of the time, when it happens, people are gonna let you down. It doesn't hurt as much. Or you're just like, whatever, I knew it was coming. You know what I mean? So that's just my advice for people out there that are just starting or in this lane and they thinking and they're letting what we've been talking about consume them and derail them from their goal. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Try to get credit for what you do. Yeah, it's just weird. I would never be like, oh, it's because of me or I got no man. Like I don't need a pat on the back for doing what I was supposed to do as a friend and a supporter of somebody. You know what I mean? So when people out there saying, oh, I got this interview for him, I got what you want, a cookie? You got me a couple interviews. That's what the hell you're supposed to do if you're saying you're my friend and you believe in me. You don't get a cookie or a pat on the back for that, Pop. I'm sorry. Sorry. Get out your feelings. I mean, it's annoying, bro. It really that annoys me, bro. And then people are so fake with it. It's like, bro, just stay away from me, bro. Like, just stay away from me, just please. You know what I mean? Because it's gonna get uncomfortable because I'm gonna call you out. You know what I mean? I don't know how to play pretend. How about you guys? You guys know how to play pretend? Sit in rooms knowing there's a woolly mammoth in the room. You have to address it, right? Or you just gonna play pretend and not address the woolly mammoth in the room. I can't get down like that. I'm sorry. Yeah, that too. But in these situations, the skeletons in the closet, that don't even that's not even an issue. The thing is this people are just salty, bro. They're not really as long if they're not involved or if you're not flying their banner, they're not supporting you. Their support stops. You know what I mean? And that makes them fake as for real. In my eyes, in my world, in my logic, that makes you fake. If your support stops because you have nothing going on with what I'm doing now, and I'm not flying your banner anymore, then you're fake as hell. You know what I mean? And I said what I said and I stand on what I said. What we doing? Straight up. What are we doing? Exactly. So, I mean, I already know. People, listen, like I said, take people at face value, bro. Yeah, I mean, like I said, bro, take people at face value. I sound like a broken record. What do you guys feel like? Can you guys sit in a room just to get ahead with people that knowing they don't like you and you don't like them, but you could still play pretend just to get ahead to further your career? You know what I mean? Because I feel like people that could do that, what else are you willing to do? You know what I mean? So it's like I can't do that unless we could sit there and have a dialogue, talk about what's going on, or whatever else you want to do, just to get it out the way. Then we could see what happens after. But if you don't want to talk about difficult things and the obvious, then we have no business being around each other. Because, I'm a 40-year-old man. I'm about to be 41 this year, inshallah. I am not here. When I was younger, running crazy, I didn't play pretend. So what makes you think as a 40-year-old man, I'm going to sit here and play pretend? Johnny Solo, blessings to you and yours. Thank you for joining the chat. You know what I'm saying? Like to each his own. A lot of people are just so business gun ho. Like they want to make it. They're gonna be like, you know what? I'm not putting my personal feelings in the way of my business. More power to you. To each his own. I'm not knocking you for that. But for me, I'm not doing that. You know what I mean? I'm not doing that. You're gonna always know where you stand with me. You know what I mean? I'm not playing pretend with you. You know what I'm saying? If you don't like me, you're gonna show me. Yeah, I'm gonna force you. You know what I mean? And then I'm gonna call you out on it. You know what I'm saying? If you're being weird with me, which is a support and stuff, I'm gonna call you out on it. So you can stop with the fake support. Because a lot of people show support so they don't look like they're a hater. And that's so obvious to see, bro. You know what I mean? A lot of these people are younger than me and they feel like they're pulling a fast one on me. I'm like, bro, are you crazy? Are you crazy? I've been on this earth longer than you, Pop. Like, you're not gonna pull a fast one over me, bro. You could do that to the other dudes my age, bro, that don't know any better, but not over here. You know what I mean? I know it when I see it. I feel the energy. Cut it out. Stop wasting your time with the fake support, the fake comments. You know what I mean? The fake likes. You're just doing it so you don't look like you're a hater, but you really are. You're salty. You're salty. Just worry about what you got going on and stop watching me. That's how I feel, bro. You know what I mean? It's just weird, bro. It's just when a dude starts giving me female energy, bro, it's just I don't want to be around that, bro. I have to deal with that enough. You know what I mean? I'll deal with that with my lady, with my daughters. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit here and deal with that with grown ass men, bro. There's no way, bro. I'm not doing that. I'm not doing that. And a lot of people get mad at me for that, for speaking on that. What am I supposed to do? Just act blind, deaf, and dumb to the thing, bro? We not doing that. It falls in the same category of playing pretend. I'm not playing pretend, bro. And it's crazy. You know what's crazy? It be the ones don't that don't want you around. If either they, I think it's best that we go our own separate ways. So where is you mad for? Why are you salty for? If it was your idea and the rest of the team's idea, you know what I mean? It's just make it make sense, bro. I don't understand people, bro. I wish everybody makes it, bro. A lot of people got a lot of growing up to do. That's all I'm saying. Or forever local. That's all I'm saying. Forever local they gonna be. Because that's not global mentality, global behavior. I can't be in a room with someone effed up. Me neither. And like I can, but can I address it? Can we have a dialogue about it? You know what I mean? Especially if we over here trying to do business. Like, come on, bro. We gotta address the Willie Mammoth in the room, right? What are we doing? Advice to people out there, man. Take people at face value, have tough skin, and understand that people are gonna let you down more than people are gonna show up for you. You understand that, then you're gonna be golden in this. You're not gonna go through what I went through in the beginning, letting it consume me, letting it get me bent out of shape, letting it ruin my whole freaking being. Because I'm so loyal, right? That I expect people to be like me, like, and you can't expect you out of everybody, bro. You know what I'm saying? My mother told me that a long time ago, man. You can't expect yourself from other people, man. You know what I mean? And it's like she's right about that. And it took me a long time to sit there and accept that. You know what I mean? People are gonna be people. Just find tribe. Yeah, yeah. And listen, don't find a tribe. The tribe for you is gonna find you. You know what I mean? Like, you know, I don't know. I just can never relate to stuff like that. I'm so like happy for people, bro. Even excuse me, low key people that don't really like me and I know they don't like me, if I see them excelling, I'm happy for them. Because it ain't no murder beef. You know what I mean? So if I see somebody excelling, especially if they're from where I'm from, I'm happy for them. That's what's up. I'm inspired by that. That motivates me to go harder. A lot of people are not like that. A lot of people are just mad, bro, and just in their feelings. A lot of men out here have a lot of feminine ways too. It's like it's crazy, bro. A lot of dudes give me female energy when they get mad at me, bro, or when they feel some type of way about me. It's nasty work, bro. And I don't want to be around that. I have to deal with that enough in my life. I'm not going to be dealing with that with men, bro. There's no way, bro. There's no way. There's no way. You stay away from me with that. Oh, the people just coming in. We were just talking about, you know, Jermaine World asked me what are my thoughts on associates and friendships. And I was telling him in the chat that you have to take people at face value. Love you guys too, man. Thank you. You have to take people at face value in this business and understand that um when the majority of people when they can't benefit, if they don't have nothing to benefit or have nothing going on with what you got going on, or if you're not flying their banner, their support stops. The shares, the likes stop. And the only thing they'll do is like here and there and comment here and there just so they could show other people they're not a hater. But I see right through that. And another thing they love to do, sit there and watch you. Watch you. I test people all the time. They fail miserably. I post whatever on my stories, and I just see the same persons, same people watching the stories. I'm like, bro, you got all that energy to watch my stories, but you can't share my stuff. But you expect me to share your stuff. Come on, bro. It's weird, bro. People got to man up and let their nuts hang and drag. You know what I mean? Cut them on the concrete floor while they dragging. That's what they need to do. Another topic. What we talking about? What do you guys thought? What are your thoughts on this weather, man? Do you feel like the weather is being manipulated or what? Uh, that's what I want to know. What we got going on over here? What do I have right here? Let's see. Nope, that was on my other phone. Yeah, man. That's just my thoughts about it all. Pretty much. Yo, acid trip. Yeah, yeah. I remember my first time doing acid. That was my first and last time. I went through the whole motions. I threw up. I cried. I had diarrhea. Um, yeah, I went through all the motions. I thought I seen a portal. Like I was bugging. You know what I mean, and mind you, I was on shrooms too. It was a bad trip. Yeah, because the person I was doing it with, they were telling me, "Hey, calm down." I'm like, I don't feel it. I need more. So I took more. Boy, I feel groggy talking about it, and it's been a couple years. It's been probably like 3 years since that happened. I was somewhere upstate New York in the mountains doing that, and boy, yeah, like I went through the motions. Like I said, I threw up. I freaking had diarrhea. I was crying. I thought I seen a portal. Like they had this thing in their room, like some Woodstock rug. You know how you guys know what I'm talking about, and it looked like a straight portal. Like I was putting my hand through it, like I legit saw like my hand disappearing. Obviously, it wasn't the case, but at that time, I thought it was real, so I was straight bugging out. I ain't never touched that ever again. To each his own, though. But I had a bad trip because of me, my own doing. People used to go to the Max Creek to get sheets of paper there. What's that, Max Creek? What is that, Max Creek? Max Creek. See, at least they support you. Some don't support nothing. Bro, fake support is no support, bro. They're just trying to keep up with the Joneses and look like they're not a hater. And that's even worse. I'd rather you not support nothing than being fake with it. You know what I mean? That's the only reason why certain people that I'm not, you know, doing business with like that anymore, they only doing that because so they don't look like they're really hating. But I already know you're a hater. I already know you're salty because I'm 40 years old and you can't fool me. You know what I mean? I'm real big on energy. That's the thing. People think because it's online and we're not in the same room that I can't feel their energy. But that's where they F up at. Because with a person that's really big on energy and that, it's a gift. I call it a gift and a curse. Sometimes I wish I don't know what people are doing. I don't want to know. Trust me, sometimes I wish I was oblivious to a lot of things. You know what I mean? That's why being big on energy and good with energy, it's a double edged sword. Because sometimes you don't want to know. But a lot of people really probably just think I'm lying about that. And I really see it. And then they wonder why I move the way I move with them. Because I'm already feeling your energy, Pop. Don't play pretend with me. Say it with your chest and stand on it. Stay on your side and stay away from me. No hard feelings. There's no smoke. We don't need that. Then ain't nobody gonna be able to do nothing. You won't be able to do nothing. I won't be able to do nothing. It just get nasty. You know what I mean? So all I'm saying is stop with the fake supporting. You know what I mean? Because you just look even worse. Faker and faker. Get out your feelings and stop with the fake supporting. Stay on your side. Worry about what you got going on. Don't worry about what we got going on over here. Real rap. That's just my thing about it. The Providence Police Station, fire station used to be JR's fast lane back in the day. Oh, I've heard of that back in the day. JR's fast lane. That was like in the 90s, right? Right? I remember that, if I'm not mistaken. I want to say that's in the 90s, early 2000s. Something like that. I remember that though, hearing I've never been there myself, but I remember hearing about JR's fast lane. What was that though? 80s and 90s. Yep, see? I remember. I remember. Yeah, the good old days, the golden ages, huh? Oh, it was a club. Okay. You ever heard of Mi Sueño? That's still alive and thriving out here. Believe it or not. Yeah, man. I just wish that we could all get along for real. I wish there was no secret envy or jealousy or animosity or competition. Just a lot of people just want to be Mi Sueño, Broad Street. Yeah, you know your stuff, Wolves Den. That's still up and running. Believe it or not. Yes, sir. I personally never been there ever in life. But yeah, yeah, yeah. But what I was saying though is like, yeah, man, I just wish people could just be genuine with each other. No hidden agenda. You know what I mean? I know hopping in suburb. Bro, I'm singer. Can you make my song? What? Blessings to you and your Manish. And keep striving. What's your song? You want us to play your song? What's your song? I'm definitely here for the people, man. What's your song? Welcome to the live. Hit the like if you can, please. You don't gotta subscribe. Do your homework. Do your due diligence. Then you make your decision after that. My playlist is there for you to do your homework on this channel and myself. But yeah, like what I was saying, man. Um, I just wish that everybody could just be genuine with each other, man, with no hidden agenda, no weird shit. Can we connect and make a banger? I don't do music. Shout out to people in India, man. Shout out to India, man. India is a beautiful, beautiful country, man. That's definitely on my bucket list to visit out there. Beautiful country, India. A lot of rich history India has. And you know, India has the biggest military in the world. Believe it or not. If I'm not mistaken, they have the biggest military in the world. I'm assuming they are. I believe that they are. Last time I checked. Let's ask Chat GPT. Does India have the biggest military in the world? Oh, it was. China took them. India has 1.5 to 1.4 to 1.5 million active personnel, and China just took over 2 million active personnel, and America in third with 1.3. Let's hear what they said.
In the world, but it is one of the largest. Here's how it compares globally. By active military personnel, China. By 2 million active personnel, largest. India, 1.4 to 1.5 million active personnel. United States, 1.3 million active personnel. So China has the largest active duty military.
Wow, China is really trying to take over the world one day, huh? Please sing an Indian song. I do not know any Indian song, unfortunately. You know what's crazy? When I was younger, I used to watch a lot of Bollywood movies. I was obsessed with Bollywood movies for a little short period of time. I want to say like in '04, '05, and then I just stopped watching them because life started life for me. Yeah, man, 2 million active military personnel, China, and India 1.4 to 1.5 million active personnel, military personnel, and in the good old United States 1.3, 1.3. But if you ask homeboy in office, orange boy in office, he would say, "We're the biggest military." Body movies? Oh, weird. Nah, don't say that. They're an acquired taste. Any upcoming RI Hood vlogs and your thoughts on Lil Day's death? First and foremost, um, peace and blessings be upon Little Day. Um, may Allah, forgive him for his sins and grant him jannah. Condolences go out to his family and friends. First and foremost, I do have upcoming hood vlogs. In Rhode Island. Um, that's in the works. And my thoughts on Little Day's death: what a waste of a life. What a waste of talent. And his death should be a lesson for the young kings and queens out there that are in the street. I definitely feel like he was definitely one of the ones to put Rhode Island where it was supposed to be. And not for nothing, and no disrespect, um, he was. I feel like he was the most known one from Rhode Island in his lane in the drill space. You know, and it's sad to see he just turned what 24 years old or something. 23? No, 23 years old. He was young, man. He was just getting started, man, and it's just sad to see him go and the way he went. But I'm gonna play devil's advocate, and I mean this with all due respect. But it goes to the life you lead, man, and the energy you put out. You know what I'm saying? He knew what he signed up for. You know what I'm saying? And it's just sad to see, and I just feel so bad for his mother and his siblings and his father and his real friends that really love him. You know what I mean? And his supporters too. Because he had a good following. Um, it's sad, man. Anybody from all sides out here. It's just like Rhode Island. No matter if you hated him, if you're his op, we took a loss. Rhode Island as a whole took a big loss when he passed because he was definitely one of the ones to put us up there, man. And I strongly believe that. You know what I mean? He had that. You know what I mean? R.I.P. to him. Peace and blessings be upon him. That's all I have to say about that. I never really talked about that publicly. Like, I don't want to really, you know what I'm saying? But I feel like I had to right now. Some time has passed, and I feel like, what? Maybe let me just put some good energy out there. And yeah, but he was definitely one of the ones to put us where Rhode Island was supposed to be, man. And I feel like we all took a loss the day he passed. Rhode Island as a whole. Whether you don't like him, you hate him, whatever. When it comes down to it, no matter how you want to spin it, he was one. And Rhode Island as a whole, when it comes to this rap entertainment, we took a loss when he passed. Epstein Files. What are my thoughts on the Epstein Files? I don't really like talking about the Epstein Files because nothing's going to happen to those people. 3 million plus files were unleashed, and 80% of the names are still covered. You can't see them. You know what I mean? So it's like the people that are in there are not going to get held accountable. The person's name that's mentioned more than anybody else's name is our president. Mind you, he's a felon 14 times over. So it's like nobody's going to get held accountable. So it's like we're wasting our breath. We're wasting our time talking about it, stressing about it. It's like powerful men do dirty things. People that control things in the world out here, they're dirty. Most of them, not all of them, but the majority of them. They're dirty, and it's been going on for thousands of years. The elites from every society, every century, always been getting down like this. So it's and they don't get held accordingly. So or they don't get held accountable for their stuff. So what's what makes you think it's going to change now? It's been this way for thousands of years. Since civilization started and there was levels in civilization, the elites, the people that control things, always been on some dirty things. That's just the way the world is. And do they get held accountable? Most of the time, no. Do I feel like anybody in that list is getting held accountable? No. Only the people that the elites are pissed at is getting held accountable. Hence why we have Diddy taking the time out. Pay attention to the fine print, people. And that's my thoughts on this whole Epstein thing. It's just a waste. We're wasting our breath. We're wasting our time. Nobody's going to get held accountable. I mean, okay, Mr. Cali Life. Blessings to you and yours. This is kind of a job. I get paid for doing this. Thank you, though. Thank you for coming in here. And you gave it a dislike, too. That's great. You're still helping me. You're engaging, talking in the comments. You're helping me. Thank you. And my mods, do not put him on timeout. He can come in here. It is his right to come in here and say whatever he wants to say. As long as he's being kind to people in the comments, that's all I care about. He could say whatever about me. Talk about my grill, whatever. I need a real job. I need to do better. My platform ain't nothing. Is your YouTube monetized? Do you earn money or any revenue on your YouTube? You don't. I do. So yeah. Blessings, peace, and blessings be upon you, brother or sister, whatever you are. But yeah, man. Tune in tonight, episode 4 of the segment Unfiltered Talk. Nothing scripted, nothing off limits with my co-host, Digital Thugs TV. You know what I mean? Um, we don't have a set date on that. We just do it. I work off his schedule. Um, but yeah, tune in tonight, man. There's a lot of good talk tonight, man. Thank you, man. We love you guys too, man. You see how he left, right? He that's what trolls want. They want you to help feed that void, that empty void they got. You know what I mean? And he got up out of here after I wished him well. I'm not gonna help you feel better about yourself. What I'm going to do is wish you well, brother. Hopefully that, you know what I mean, love yourself. Yeah, but yeah, that's my time right now for the afternoon talk, man. Under the playlist Daily Lives. Tune in to the other ones that I have under there. Check out my playlist too, people, man. Before you subscribe and hit that bell, you don't have to right away. Do your homework. Do your due diligence on me. You know what I'm saying? I highly recommend that you do. So you could see before I was monetized and after that I'm monetized, I'm still pushing the same narrative, and that's positivity and giving belt to ass to the effort. Tune in tonight, 8 p.m. Hold on. Let me see the time actually, because I be getting them mixed up. Tonight at 8 p.m. Yes. Tonight at 8 p.m., episode 4. Um, Giovanni, that dude last night you interviewed before with his crew? Yes, yes, yes. I did a hood vlog in the lower south side of Providence. Yep. He looked familiar to you, right? Yep. The kids from Ocean Street, O Block, they call it. Shout out to them, man. They're definitely a big part of my come up, just like the rest of the city is, man. You know, Providence really, really is helping me with my channel, man. And I owe a lot to Providence for that. The state of Rhode Island, period, man. A lot of people are rocking with me, man. And I appreciate that. But like I said, man, tune in tonight, man, 8 p.m. Eastern, episode 4 of the segment Unfiltered Talk, nothing scripted, nothing off limits, with my co-host, Digital Thugs TV. 8 p.m. Eastern tonight, man. Thank you guys for the people that came in here. Blessings to you and yours. Love yourself. Be kind to others.